Hello students, this is Sir Murtaza and welcome you to another lecture of physics. So let's start. So first we will talk about the agenda for this lecture video. So we are going to discuss the following SLOs, and this time again we will be driving the expression for the tension and acceleration in a string during motion of a body is connected by a string and passing over a frictionless pulley. So in our previous lecture we have talked about what is tension in string, and we have derived the formula for acceleration and tension when both the bodies were hanging vertically. So this was our case 1 for tension in string. In this lecture video we will again derive the expression for the tension and acceleration, but this time we will be talking about case 2. Okay, now what is the case 2? Let's look on to it. The case 2 is when one body is hanging vertically and other is placed on a smooth horizontal surface. So now in this case what we have done, we have one body which is hanging vertically and other is placed on a smooth horizontal surface as shown in this figure. Previously both the bodies were hanging vertically, but this time in this case one body is hanging vertically and other is placed on a smooth horizontal surface. So what is our consideration? This body is named as body A, this is named as body B. The mass of body A is m1 and the mass of body B is m2. Okay, now what we have consider two bodies A and B of masses m1 and m2 respectively. Now again m1 is greater than m2. The bodies are attached to the opposite okay, this is not the case. This is not the case. Okay, now the bodies are attached to the ends of an inextensible string such that one body is hanging vertically and other is placed on a smooth horizontal surface. The string passes over a frictionless pulley as shown in figure. Okay, so very simple. We have considered two bodies A and B. The mass of body A is m1, the mass of body B is m2, and both the bodies are attached to the ends of an inextensible string. You can see this purple line, this is a string, and both these bodies are attached to the ends of a string. Okay, one is placed vertically and other is on a smooth horizontal surface. Okay, this part what I have removed is m1 is greater than m2. This is not always the case for this one. In case 1, it is compulsory that the mass of m1 should be greater than mass of m2, but in the second case it is not always necessary that the mass m1 should be greater than m2. m1 can be smaller than m2. Okay, now for body A, if we talk about body A, as the mass of body A is greater than the mass of body B, so body A moves in downward direction with some acceleration. Okay, we are considering for this case that the mass of body A is greater, but again I have to say that it is not always necessary that the mass of body A should be greater than mass of body B. Okay, but for this derivation we are considering that body A is greater than body B. Okay, so body A moves in downward direction with some acceleration. Now again, according to Newton's second law, the force which is responsible to produce acceleration is equal to F is equal to W minus T. Why is it so? Because W is greater than T. Okay, then we can replace F by M1A and W by M1G. Okay, the formula is MA, so we can replace for body A M as M1 and here also for M1G as M as M1. Okay, now if we talk about body B, so now in this case there is a little difference. Okay, so as the body B is placed on a smooth horizontal surface and there is no vertical motion. Why? Body B is placed on a smooth horizontal surface, it means that there is no vertical motion. The body will move in the horizontal direction, so hence the resultant of vertical force must be 0. Okay, so if there is no vertical motion, it means that the resultant of the vertical forces must be 0. Okay, so what forces are applied? If I may show you, so there are two forces. One is the weight which is acting in the downward direction, and as the body is placed on a smooth horizontal surface, so there must be some reaction. Okay, so there are two forces acting on this body. One is the reaction force and one is the weight. Okay, so as the body is placed on a smooth horizontal surface, so the resultant vertical forces should be 0. That means R and W should be 0. What does this mean? It means that this factor will be 0 or cancelled out. Okay, Now, according to Newton's second law of motion, the force which is responsible to produce acceleration of the body is equal to F is equal to W is equal to T. Okay, here you can see that there is no factor of W present. Why? Because W is being cancelled by the reactional force. Why? Because this body is placed on a smooth horizontal surface. As there is no vertical motion, so the vertical forces, the resultant vertical forces must be 0. Okay, now we can replace F by m2a and T remains the same. We will name it as equation number 2. Now again we have to derive the formula for acceleration and tension. So first, for acceleration we will be adding 1 and 2. Okay, then this is equation 1, this is equation 2. If we add this, so left hand side will be added by left hand side and right hand side will be added by right hand side. So what will happen? m1a plus m2a remains the same. Here minus t will be cancelled by plus t, m1g remains, okay, as it is. Now we will take a as common. Okay, so m1 plus m2 will come in the bracket. Finally we have to find the value for a, so this m1 plus m2 will come in the denominator. So the equation will become a is equal to m1g upon m1 plus m2. So this is the formula for the acceleration when one body is hanging vertically and other is placed on a smooth horizontal surface. Now for tension we will be dividing 1 and 2. Okay, so as we are dividing, so 1 will come in the numerator, other will come in the denominator. So left hand side will divide by left hand side, right hand side will be divided by right hand side. Here a will be cancelled with a. Okay, and there will be cross multiplication in the next step. So this t will multiply with m1 and m2 will multiply by m1g minus t. Then this will become m1t. Here m2 will multiply by m1g. So this will become m1 m2g. And m2 will multiply with minus t, so this will become minus 2t. Okay, now we have to find the formula for t. So t will come on one side of the equation, so this will become m1t plus m2t. Then we can take t as common in these two terms, so in the bracket there will be m1 plus m2. Finally m1 plus m2 will come in the denominator, and in this way we will find the formula for tension, which is m1 m2g upon m1 plus m2. So in this way we have find the formula for acceleration and tension in the second case of tension in string, when one body is hanging vertically and other is placed on a smooth horizontal surface. So this is it for this lecture video. Hope you have understood this lecture. We'll meet you again very soon in our next lecture video. Till then, Allah Hafiz.